live in peace with everyone.
Nearly everyone. However, there are a few people I'd like to see stranded. There's this teacher of mine whom I'd like to see emigrate to the North Pole.
But what about the trouble you cause? You are no angel, you know.
Now, Lord, that is not fair. You're starting to hurt me. Aren't we taking it a bit too seriously?
But you did pray for my kingdom to come. So why not begin with yourself? You do want to belong to my kingdom, don't you?
I do, but I'm not sure what it involves.
Ordinary people help spread my kingdom by being kind, truthful, honest, and just, and so on. In a nutshell, by doing my will.
Your will, that's the next part of my prayer. May I go on?
Certainly.
Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
On earth presumably means in your life too?
Of course.
Well then, what are you going to do about it?
What do you mean, what I am going to do about it? Haven't I just prayed about it?
So you have, but I repeat, what are you going to do about it?
I wasn't actually planning to do anything.
Oh, so that's how it is. You pray for my will to be done, then you sit back, fold your arms, and do sweet nothing about it. Let's be practical for a moment. When did you last put yourself out to help another person? And what about that tongue of yours?
Stop, Lord. I think you're going too far. I'm no worse than anyone else. Still, I would like to be a better person.
Good. Things are beginning to look up. Praying could be dangerous, you know.
What do you mean?
If you took it seriously, you would end up a changed person. Continue, please.
This is taking a lot longer than I expected. Normally, I'm finished with my prayers in 2 minutes flat. What's worrying me is I'm supposed to meet someone at Garuda Mall in 10 minutes. Could we finish this some other time?
Finish in 2 minutes flat? Sounds like a rush job to me. So you can't wait. A minute ago, you were praying for my will to be done. Now it is your will that must be done.
Oh well, I suppose I must as well go on. Give us this day our daily bread.
What are you praying for?
For bread, of course. That's what the prayer says, isn't it?
Yes, bread for whom?
For myself.
But for yourself? You do not look undernourished to me. So what more do you want?
Don't get me wrong, Lord. I'm not complaining. I'm grateful for the many good things that I have in my life. But I feel there is something missing. At times I feel very lonely, very lost, and very empty.
What you are experiencing is a spiritual hunger.
Spiritual hunger? I'm not sure I know what you mean.
A human being has a soul as well as a body. The soul too needs food.
I see.
Let's get on with the rest of the prayer. I'm very interested in the next part of it. Well, aren't you going on with it?
I'm afraid of what you'll say.
Why don't you try and see?
Forgive our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us.
What about the classmate of yours?
I knew you would bring her up. Why, Lord, she's the most horrible person I've ever met. If only she'd mind her own business.
But what about your prayer? As we forgive those who trespass against us.
Oh Lord, be reasonable. Forgive her. I can't even bear the sight of her. When I'm finished with her, she'll be sorry she ever crossed my path.
Oh, so that's back to the old business of an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. It's a good thing that everyone does not think like you, or else half the world would be going about blind and toothless. I take then you are not going to forgive her?
Honestly, Lord, I couldn't promise you that.
And you expect me to forgive you. You are not going to forgive her. Is that final?
That's final.
Well, then for goodness sake, please go off to Garuda Mall and don't waste my time.
Don't cut me off, Lord. Wait a minute. Are you still there? Looks like as if I've been cut off. I was just going to say that maybe I can forgive her after all. I can. I will. Are you there, Lord?
I am.
Oh, good. It had me scared for a minute. thought you'd cut me off.
I take it that you don't like to be cut off.
You bet I don't.
Well, that's exactly what you do when you don't forgive. You cut the other person off from you and cut yourself off from me. So you are willing to forgive her?
I've already forgiven her.
Good, let's get on with the prayer.
Lead us not into temptation.
You know, that one makes me smile.
Why do you say that?
Tell me something. When did you need me, or anyone else for that matter, to take you by your hand and lead you into temptation? Do you not walk into it of your own accord with both your eyes open? I mean, no one puts an obscene book or a magazine in your hand, and no one forces anyone to have an extra drink.
Stop, Lord. I've had enough. I get your point. Yes, there are times when I bring temptation on myself, but then there are times when it comes to me unbidden.
True, but temptation isn't necessarily a bad thing. It is a chance for you to prove your loyalty and maturity.
So, what should I pray for?
Pray for the strength to avoid the temptation that you can avoid, and to resist the one you cannot.
Sounds like a good advice.
You may go on now.